take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did it, AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. Next level. I'm coming for everything. Everything. I am the great. Remember me.
It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Houston. It's the Bills and the Texans, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
Trip to New Orleans in Super Bowl 58. We are ready to rock in the AFC Championship game. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Texans taking over offensively, and it is, of course, Deshaun Watson who leads them out at quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback. He has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. The first carry down. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because you're...
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Prescott. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Open man here is Conklin. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch. Gets his feet down. Sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the first down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill, 84 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere. Gano
for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete. Force ball down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there's no space available. An incompletion as a result.
Throwing, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Texans. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Prescott on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Open man right side is Tony. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably declined it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Not an easy spot here. We'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
After the interception, here's Watson. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now it's Watson. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Kamara up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash, dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, CD, what a start for them. Still in the first quarter, they're absolutely blitzing them. All the points that they've put up, I'm not sure what you say on the other sideline right now.
I think it's as simple as this, partner. The way that they're playing, there's no limits on what this league could become.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And it is 28-0. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense back out onto the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On second down, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. DJ Moore, 27 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. After the touch. It's to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. There he goes, left side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Texans. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Gano the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Now this first quarter, let's just be frank, it's been a disaster so far offensively.
Yeah, already down multiple scores, and it doesn't appear they can get out of their own way right now.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
Now Prescott.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch of this AFC title. First down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. Lovie Smith, he's seen plenty of challenges in his time as a coach, and he's going to throw the red flag on this one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. On 1st and 10, Prescott got his man complete over the... more. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's got some space. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 51 yards. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Well, that one's hard to believe. Not something you see every day. A very long run for the big guy.
Normally we see his counterpart, right? The scat back, the guy with the so-called speed. But we saw a little bit of everything there, didn't we? The big, powerful man with the football. He can also stretch it out a little bit in the open field.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Watson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 43 yards rushing now in the opening quarter of this AFC Championship game. 3rd and 2, Watson. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. It's Hill, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Dancing to his left. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup of 38.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event not getting to them early.
Kamara is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And here come the Bills. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Prescott now. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll throw again. Prescott.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in the...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Bills are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. Touchdown, Bills. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
61 yards on the ground in his first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Watson on first down. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
You know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. The Bills ready to take over. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
Now, I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive to either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
On the punt, Jamie Gillen. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now out comes Houston. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now Watson. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but this is intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Open man here is Conklin. Touchdown! Tyler Conklin, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Houston set to take over. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
A beautiful fake. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The offense on third down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Alvin Kamara on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point try good by Gano. And the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
From the 27, Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He cracked, and now Watson throws another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. From the 45 on 2nd down. Prescott, throw left side complete. That's Jackson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Prescott. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Prescott.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the 1st down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. 30, the 20. Touchdown, Bills. DJ Moore on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. On first down, Watson. That is caught by Anderson. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 50, it's Watson. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And going deep for Hill. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gano the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, 1 half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it's going to be the Seattle Seahawks matching up with the Detroit Lions. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And our stat...
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. The return man, Wilson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. Now, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. DJ Moore, 71 yards. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
23 yards on the play. So So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Watson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Following the interception, here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Bills. Tyler Conklin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
Who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. They run. It's Kamara. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down. Prescott to throw it. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Prescott. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Conklin saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. On 1st and 10, Watson. They're going deep for Hill. And this is caught. Touchdown, Texans. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th on the afternoon. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now. And if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they have exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. Play action now. Prescott. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Jonathan Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but he was run a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind. Reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 136 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys to the Super Bowl. On 1st down, it's Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tyreek Hill, 61 yards. As these guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. All right, how has he done it? 4 touchdowns in this contest. He's been around the end zone in particular, pretty much uncoverable.
And you know that I typically take things from a defensive perspective. I'm not going to do that this time. Let's just praise him. My goodness, 4 receiving touchdowns means he's beaten a variety of coverages throughout this game because they're not just letting him run scot-free. They're trying their best to shut him down, and he's shredding them.
I got to be honest, I want to see 5. No, you want to see 5? I mean, we're not supposed to be biased, but...
We're not rooting. Just in the interest of the game, let's go ahead and see 5.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott off play action. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. Prescott now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Prescott yet again. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run it with Kamara. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Gano the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Now it's Wilson. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Texans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 144 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 2nd down and 4, Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now it's Watson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zaven Collins able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment.
Back now in Houston. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. To throw again on second down. Prescott. Out to the right here to Wilson. That one a first down pickup of 8. Prescott. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with
touchdown. Darren Waller, 34 yards.
And the Texans are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Well, they in the AFC all season, it's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
After the interception, here's Watson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tyreek Hill, 33 yards.
And the Texans add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? but you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Bills getting set to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now a carry here for their fullback. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2nd down and goal. Prescott. Touchdown, Bills. Tyler Conklin. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a 1st down throw, Watson.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. Here we go on 4th. Watson. He is going to find Hill here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. They'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Touchdown. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans just continue to roll.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott.
That pass complete to Moore.
And they'll get this down to the 10. And again, it's Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And that's why the fullback position was created. You just want a big, strong, powerful guy you can hand the ball to and pick up good yardage.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
And now out comes Houston.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Powers through him, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Watson off play action. Sliding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kwity Paye in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? He'll drop to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tyreek Hill, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Gano the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Texans will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Watson. And going deep for Hill. It's caught at the 10. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Alvin Kamara, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have now opened up a 7-touchdown lead. Unbelievable. Extra point try, good by Gano. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Bills. And their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game, and they have gotten all they could handle and then some. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Prescott. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. Prescott now from the 50. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the air again, Prescott. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. First down, Prescott. And this is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Houston set to take over. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And
I don't think that they need to score again, but... And this is... Oh, my goodness. He pulled it in one-handed. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Gano for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills going to take over again on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Prescott. Open man here is Conklin. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Prescott on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this game. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. On 2nd and 10, Prescott eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Jamie Gillendow as he's on to punt for Buffalo. On that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it?
That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score, Might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A first down throw for Prescott. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on the punt for Buffalo. The Texans, they are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off and say goodnight, everybody.
Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed them. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'm on them. Just like my keys, drop my on a dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not in it yet. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer, that's my mom's name. I create and find change, my mind frame.